Hello, viewers, and welcome to Tech and More. As part of the ongoing series that is Salesforce Automation Testing, welcome to one more video. In this segment, we are going to talk about two common Selenium WebDriver methods, that is sendKeys and size. So first of all, let's have a look at sendKeys method. As per the definition, what does sendKeys do? It types content automatically into the editable field like text box, numeric box, or currency, etc. This is the syntax. That is, of course, driver.find element by locator remains same. You use dot send keys, and then you enter the data that you want to input into the field, right? Now, what is driver? What is find element? You might ask. These all topics, which is driver, find element, locator, XPath, all of these things are discussed in previous videos. So, in the videos and this video, they are all part of a playlist or of a course. So if you have not watched the previous videos, please go and do that. Then it will make more sense, and then you will be able to correlate it better, right? So now coming back to the pointer, so this is what send keys do. Now I always believe in first showing the things manually and then showing how do we automate that manual process, right? So with send keys, I'll be able to enter the data into an input box automatically, right? How do we do it manually? That is, for example, I'm on the login page of Salesforce and I have the two editable fields, that is username and password. So if I want to enter data here, I'll go ahead and I'll write it as hpotter5 at the rate test.com. So this is something I'm doing manually, right? Now, when I ask the system to automate this process, that is navigate to the URL, find the username text box, enter the data into it automatically, that is when we use send keys. As simple as that, right? So next time when you want to input data into a editable field, you always use the send keys method. That's all. So example is something we'll be seeing in the next code. And secondly, or rather, let's do one thing. Let's first have a look at the code of send keys. Then I'll navigate you to the second one. So this is the example of my bad. Yeah, this one. So line number 21 to line number 22, right? So what it does is that it asks the driver to find an element using the address, which is input ID is equals to username. Once you have found that address, buddy, go and use the method send keys to enter the data into this field. As simple as that, right? Similarly, for password, it asks the driver to go ahead, find the element using the address or XPath, input ID is equals to password, use the method send keys and put in the password. As simple as that, right? Now, just sort of a note. This is a very, very bad practice of giving password to the system because it's highly, it goes against the security best practices. But, since we are doing it just for practice purposes, do it, I mean, view it as of now. But in the coming videos, when we'll be talking about a proper BDD framework, that is when I'll be telling you how to encapsulate the passwords and how to align them with best security practices, right? So that is all you need to know about sendkeys. Now I'll be executing this code after the explanation of the second method, and then thereon we'll be covering the sendkeys part in practical as well, right? So all in all, that was sendkeys. Now size. Now, as the name suggests, size basically calculates the count of web elements returned. So as it says, retrieves the count of elements in the list from find elements method. Find elements method is something that we have discussed in previous videos, not way before, just 2 to 3 videos back. So go and have a look at that. So all in all, for now, you need to know that find elements will return all the elements that match a particular XPath, right? So you have this example here, which is using driver dot find elements, and it says that XPath, which says A contains text is equals to view, right? I'm just saying it. I mean, what is XPath? How do you write it? This is all explained in previous videos. But for now, people who have watched those videos, so you know that this particular XPath will return more than one value. Let's see it practically. So I'll log in, and on the home page, I'll search for this XPath. So this is where you input the XPath, and that's it. Yeah. So if you watch closely, it says 1 of 4. That is what 2 of 4, 3 of 4, and 4 of 4. That means that there are 4 results with this particular XPath. So in such a case, when there is no unique result and there are multiple results which can be fetched using find elements, sometimes we need to calculate the count. That is this 4 which you are seeing here. This is something that we need to calculate, use it, or print it. So for that scenario, for those scenarios, we have the size method. So same thing we have done here. That is in line number 27. I have I have this find elements method, this XPath, the same XPath as I did show you just a few seconds back, and I'm storing that in a list. Now, list will have multiple elements, more than one element. So I need to capture that how many elements are there. So into I so I dec- so I initialize an integer variable that is count, and using this list, I will say dot size, and that value, that is the count of elements returned using the find elements and the XPath, will be stored in the count variable, and then I print it, right? So this is the implementation of dot sendKeys and size method, right? Now let's go ahead and let's execute it and see the result on a row. So again, let's just wait for not more than 3 or 4 seconds. So it did log in, and now it will take you to the home page, and it will input the XPath there, and from there on you will be able to see the result, right? This looks good. See, on the console, count of web elements returned is 4. So we did see it practically as well. We'll verify it again, that the result was 4. That is, the number of elements that were found using this XPath were 4. So it went ahead and it fetched the size, which is 4. That is all. So this is all that you needed to know about the dot send keys method and the size method. So watch this video again if you have any doubts. Please feel free to comment, to ask any questions. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video, wherein most probably we'll be talking about the different types of weights, that is implicit and explicit weight. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and see you again. Bye bye.